Good afternoon and welcome. So this is our phase 2 orientation, and it's a great opportunity for Kim and I to introduce ourselves and talk to you a little bit about what's to come over the next several days. We're here in Boston. I'm Megan Florkowski. I'm the program manager, and we're here in Boston at the hotel. We're at the Westin Copley Place. We're in the great Copley Square. As I just learned, because I honestly didn't know beforehand, this Copley Square is named after John Singleton Copley, who was a famous painter. And you can't see it in the background because the light was too bright for us to be able to show you. But just behind us, we have the Copley Square. We're overlooking Copley Square, the Farmers Market, Trinity Church. For those that live in the Boston area, I hope you'll educate the masses who arrive here, all of your fellow BY's ladies, on all that we have to offer here at this great hotel and in the area. We're in a pretty neat place. For those of you who are runners, you'll appreciate that since 1986, the Boston Marathon has finished here as well. So what a place for us to be. So.
And hello, I'm Kim Krula. I'm the VY's program coordinator. Very excited to meet everybody in just a few short days. And I'm going to get started about some of what to expect on registration day when you guys get here on Friday. So one question we got before the hangout started, I'll address right away. It's how do you get to the hotel from the airport? So most everybody, if you're flying in, is going to be flying into Boston Logan International Airport, and it is only 5 miles away from the hotel. So if you want specific instructions for how to get there by subway, which is actually going to be your cheapest option, I recommend going to the hotel website, and I'll post that link after the hangout just so everybody can have that. That's going to run you about $2.19 one way. If you're not comfortable with the subway, you can also take a taxi. That's going to be about $17 one way, and there will be a few tolls associated with that as well. So you can take the subway in, you can take taxi in, you can also take the bus is a very economical route to get those 5 miles from the hotel or from the airport to the hotel and back. So when you get to the hotel, most of you are going to arrive to the ground floor on the street level. And that is where we will be at the VY's registration desk, and we're going to have a lot of goodies set up and ready for you. We will be there from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., so please stop by and see us on the ground floor before you check into your room. Once you come see us, you're going to go up the elevator or up the escalators up to the lobby and check into your beautiful Westin hotel room, which we're going to be making available. The hotel's going to be working with us to turn those over pretty quickly. We do have a group of about 200 coming in, so we want to make sure that we take care of you guys. If for some reason your room is not ready immediately when you arrive, you're going to get the next available hotel room, and we will provide a hospitality suite on the lobby level just to make sure you have somewhere comfortable to go, get a drink of water, check emails, things like that for the short duration until you are able to check in. There's also a really great cafe on the lobby level that you can get a cup of coffee, as well as a wonderful mall attached to the hotel. Not that I want to tempt anybody away from VY's activities, but that first day, if you have some time to spare, that's a great place to go while you're waiting for things to begin. So make sure if you're arriving late, we will have those materials waiting for you. So just let me know if you're going to arrive after 4 p.m. You can send me an email to vys@syr.edu. I'm happy to arrange that for you. And then headshots are going to be available starting at 3:30 p.m. So if you're coming in a little early and you're settled and you're ready to get going with your VY's experience, feel free to come see our photographer on the 4th floor starting at 3:30, and you're welcome to get that going. As you're packing, just know it was 97 degrees here in Boston yesterday. It is 90 degrees today. And a lovely storm just started outside our hotel, so make sure to dress for hot weather as well as pack layers. We're going to do the best we can with the air conditioning in the hotel, but want to make sure that we all have enough flexibility in our outfits to be comfortable during all permutations of the weather. Additionally, we're going to be, business professional. Our opening night, our opening ceremony, feel free to travel in whatever is most comfortable, and then make sure you can change into your business clothes for Friday night, and then business casual for the rest of the weekend. Let's see. Want to make sure we have another question before I pass it back to Megan. We have a question from Nancy. What written material from our homework questions should we bring with us to the conference? You actually don't need to bring any of it if you are trying to pack light. You will not need to turn any of it in. However, if there are some pieces of it you have questions about, or you really want to dig into a certain question with one of our subject matter experts, or make notes on anything you have written so far during class, please feel free to bring that with you. Otherwise, don't worry about it. We'll be providing some more materials when you get here, additional books, things like that. Finally, before I pass it back to Megan, we will have the opportunity to be giving out several great prizes this weekend, one of which is this lovely VWise t-shirt. For those of you who refer a friend to the program via the information that you received in your welcome packet, or you can do so on site while you're here. We'll have some computers set up for you to do that. You can have your pick of either a VWise t-shirt as our thank you to you, or this lovely travel cosmetics bag. So it depends on whether pink or purple is your favorite color. Those are our two options. And that's how we keep our conferences full and make sure that we're serving all the women veterans and spouses that we can. So we thank you for those referrals, and I pass it back to Megan.
So thanks a lot, Kim. So as Kim mentioned, we have close to 200 ladies that are participating, women, veterans, and military spouses from around the nation. We have 27 states that everyone is traveling in from. So we have, I believe, about 30 to 40 ladies that are coming in right from in and around the region, and everybody else will be traveling in. So plenty of activity that's going to be taking place. It's a great lobby area, and it's a really quite a large property, so there will be a lot of other folks that are not involved with the event that will be here as well. One of the things that we think makes the VWise program, the VWise specifically Phase 2 event special, is the networking opportunities, organic networking opportunities that are available. We hope that during Phase 1 you already have started to connect, and there might be some folks that you're already you're forming relationships with, and you already have plans to meet with on site. But definitely, we're going to do our best to foster that networking while on site. But when you're coming in, if you're coming in early, start to sit down and chat and get to know one another. I'm going to go through some of the evening activities that are taking place that are going to be more formal opportunities for you to get together as well. So on Friday, as Kim mentioned, when you come in, from 11 to 4 is registration. Beginning at 3:30, that's the first opportunity where we will have professional headshots that are available to you. The cost per person is $15, and I believe Kim mentioned all this, so I'm just hitting on it again. And we recommend that you take advantage of that if you do not have a professional headshot. That professional headshot can be used. It can be used on a business card for those that's important to have the picture on the business card for. It can be used on your website. Perhaps you are going to be a member of a panel. Sometimes that opportunity happens, and it happens quickly. So it's really good to have that headshot prepared, your bio prepared well ahead of time, so you can take advantage of that opportunity. Sometimes you don't know when you're going to have that opportunity to talk about your business, and it could be a few days turnaround. So a good opportunity for you to take advantage of. We have the first formal event taking place at 5 o'clock, and that's going to be our networking reception. We will not have a sit-down dinner that takes place over the course of that evening, but we will have very heavy hors d'oeuvres. We're trying to give you as much food as you may need, and hopefully more to fill you up before our opening ceremony takes place. And the opening ceremony kicks off at 6 p.m. and it will last through approximately 8:15 or 8:30 p.m. All of this is taking place to include the headshots on the 4th level. So from the 2nd floor, which is where you're going to check in, you can take the escalators or the elevators up 2 floors to the 4th floor. And you have what's considered the America Foyer, which is where the reception and the headshots is going to take place. We'll also have a small information table that will be set up there. And then the America Ballroom. So we're taking over 2 portions of the America Ballroom, and that's where the opening ceremony is going to take place. We have a great lineup in store, and it's a really nice, inspirational evening. We are honoring Lieutenant General Flora Darpino, who is the Judge Advocate General for the Army. She is coming in, and we're going to have a really nice production that honors her lifetime of service. Additionally, we have Secretary James, who is the Secretary of the Air Force, Deborah James. She'll be coming in, and she's going to be giving you her top 10, some life and business lessons learned over time. So if you have a chance to read up on her, I recommend doing so. She's going to be coming in for the reception at approximately 5:30 p.m. So I imagine all of our Air Force ladies out there may want to give her a quick shout out or hello. On that. And then we're going to be closing out the opening ceremony with some entertainment from Camel Music, the American Military Spouses Choir, and the Voices of Service. We have 3 members of Camel Music who will be joining us for some entertaining. And we're closing it all out afterwards out in the foyer with some dessert and more opportunities for you to network. The next day, and I'm not going to go into the details on the agenda because I think you're probably tracking it at this point, based on the information that we've sent out to you thus far. But on Saturday is when we start to dig in the meat and potatoes and get into the curriculum, the startup and growth track classes, opportunity recognition, finance, economics, and we close that evening off with some really nice other optional activities that are available for you. And then on Sunday, we dive into more classes before we close everything out at about 2:30 p.m. with a class photo, and we're taking it. If weather permits, we'll take it out in Copley Square. If weather isn't good for us, we're going to be taking that class photo with 200 plus people right here in the hotel in one of the ballroom areas. I'm going to turn it back over to Kim for any final notes that she may have, and then open it up for some questions.
Okay. I think we covered it all, but I do want to give just a couple of minutes to monitor just in case any written questions come through. So I hear Jim furiously typing away.
So good. It doesn't look like we have any that have come in via VetNet thus far, but we will give another couple questions. Rebecca, do you have any questions?
I do. I don't see it covered anywhere in the papers, but I could have missed it. If we come in and decide that we'd really like to take another course, if it's not full, or can we switch our class schedule around, or is it pretty much set in stone now?
Sure, I'll cover that, Rebecca, and that's a really good question, so I'm glad that you asked it. We are as flexible as we can be. So certainly just come speak to Kim or myself. We are the 2 that you would need to speak to. Okay. Change that class, and as long as we have seats available, you can certainly switch. We usually ensure that we have about 10 to 15 seats over what for those that have registered, just to make sure that we can allow for that, because we do know that things change, and we've been you signed up quite a while ago.
Right, right, and because of all of the wonderful conversations that were going on in the forums, and then the worksheets day by day, I was able to get in touch with SCORE and a few different other SBA offices, and so I got a little bit more work done in some places that I hadn't really expected to, so I might want to take advantage of something else.
Good, no, that's great.
Are there other people with us? They're not. We can't see them. They're emailing.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So there are a couple of different opportunities for them to join, and some may just be watching live, and they could even be sending questions in via email. So, we're hoping there are more out there.
There are. We just got a note from Jim that we've got lots of folks out there on YouTube. Hi, everybody on YouTube. Thank you for joining us. Do you want to talk about social media?
Sure. So we did have a question that came in about the social media competition. We are going to be running, or social media in general, we are going to have some opportunities for all of you to hopefully you know, do your best to talk about your own business, because that's really important via social media. And just, you know, there's a lot of energy going on at the conference, and we want you guys to connect and share, and hopefully, put it out there on social media. So a great opportunity to do that is going to be via a social media competition that we're going to be running. We're going to be giving out the information when all of you check in at registration. That's going to be very specific to how you can do that. But the platform that we're going to be utilizing is Facebook. So if you have not taken a look at our VWise Facebook page, go ahead and go to Facebook, type in VWise Facebook, and you'll be able to get there pretty easily. It's, but we have a page that's set up specific to the program. It's a really nice opportunity to network not only with those that are participating in your particular Boston class, but we have over 1,600 grads. By the time our Boston session is completed, we're going to have over 1,800 grads. And you'll start seeing, as you're putting information out there about your experience in Boston, you're going to start seeing some other graduates, some graduates from classes from New York City, Long Beach, Jacksonville, Baltimore. This will be our 13th location. So you're going to start seeing those other grads that are chiming in and encouraging you, and hopefully connecting you with some of their resources that have been the most beneficial. I'll let Kim put any final notes about that. We are going to give you specifics, so I won't dive too far down.
We will. Hashtag VWise Boston, and you'll see an announcement going out about the competition tomorrow on Facebook. Looks like there's one question coming in. Give them a minute.
So Rebecca, are you a regular Google Plus user?
I am. Yes.
Usually it's easy for us to find out based on who actually comes and joins. But this is part of our VetNet platform, and so this is something you could even take advantage of now. You don't have to be a graduate of the program. But typically every month, we'll have 1 to 2 hangouts, and we'll have successful entrepreneurs or some of our business resource partners that will come on and give some education. It's a really nice way for us, if we're not able to hold a particular class during the program, to make sure we're getting that expertise out there.
That's an excellent resource. You know, this is I've taken a few classes actually via this format, and it's really great to have that face-to-face conversation with people, especially when you're busy and you have other things going on. You can just carve out some time, and there you are, full group of people to network with and learn from.
Yeah, definitely. It's always nice to see have that face-to-face interaction. I think we have one more. It looks like Barbara has joined us. So Barbara, we can't see you, but hopefully you can see us. So we've been on for a little while now and have covered a little bit about each of the days. And right now we're just taking questions. So Barbara, if you have any questions, we're here for you.
Barbara's on mute.
Barbara, it looks like I think you may have heard Rebecca, but you are on mute right now. Jim, do we have any other questions coming in?
I'll reach out.
Okay. So we're gonna.
Oh, glad glad you could, Barbara.
So it'll take about 2 more minutes. It doesn't. We're not seeing anything more come through. Rebecca, where are you located?
I'm in Concord,
Concord, okay.
Massachusetts. Yeah, about on a good traffic day, half hour from Boston, and if it's during rush hour, 2 hours.
Oh, so we lucked out then. So Kim and I drove in from Syracuse yesterday, and I think we pulled in around 3:30, and it wasn't bad at all. We came in off of 90.
Okay, yes, right into downtown. Then, yeah, that's a good way to do it. Yeah. And a wonderful historical area. I mean, every state has their history, right? But we have the Old North Bridge where it all sort of started. Our country. So, all about that.
No, it's a neat area. I haven't actually explored the area yet, so I'm looking forward to it. Every time I come to Boston, it's for an event of some type. So, at some point, I'll come back just to explore.
And we're right next to the Boston Public Library. It's such a beautiful building. Even if you only had 10 minutes to walk in, there are a lot of paintings by Copley in there that are just gorgeous, and it's free. You walk in, you have to go through a metal detector, but they have incredible documents, historical documents that you can request to see also in the basement. But again, if you just had 10 minutes walking through, going up the stairs and seeing some of the photos or paintings in there rather, and the architecture, stunning.
Good. We're actually just behind us is the library. So we were trying to give everybody a little bit of a look into Copley Square, but it didn't work out. But yeah, just behind us, so we'll definitely have to explore. We have one more question that came in. Can you clarify the parking fee? I see $40 on the VY's handout, but $53 on the hotel website. So thankfully, the hotel worked with us, and they were able to, as part of our contract, give us a discounted fee for the parking. So it is for all VY's participants. It is $40. So though the hotel website indicates $53, we are receiving a discount of $40. So when you are checking out, if for some reason $53 is showing up on your bill, that is something that we will work to take care of for you. But $40 is what should show up.
I have another question. If we have, our business plans completely written out and all of this, should we bring what we have completed with us, or is it not necessary to bring those types of documents?
Rebecca, I would bring it if you have it, because you may find that there's opportunity, whether it's with a fellow classmate or an instructor during office hours, that you can connect at that level. But I would say it's not unnecessary. You're not going to be asked for it.
Okay.
So it's really your comfort level of bringing it, and kind of what you're hoping to get out of some of those questions that you may ask during office hours.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. So we have a question about the train station and whether or not it is truly located behind the hotel. There is a train station located behind the hotel. It depends on what train you're coming in on whether you're going to be coming in to that specific station. So Lee, if you can email us directly, we can help you out, and so we can make sure that we're giving you proper directions from the train station that you're coming in from. I hope that helps. No? All right, very good, Jim. All right, we're getting the nod from Jim. So you'll meet Jim on site, and Jim is taking care of quite a bit for us while on property, and has also worked with many of you during phase one if you had any IT related questions, but he's right next to me. You can't see him. And he's indicating that we don't have any other questions that are coming in at the moment, but certainly if you're watching this, if you're not watching this live, if you have any questions along the way, just shoot them to bwise@syr.edu, and we'll get back to you as quickly as we can. So thanks, Barbara. Thanks, Rebecca, and everybody else out there.
Thank you.